I dropped the link. Come live. Let's talk about it. How am I going to know if that's really you? Okay. Savage Live.
What's up?
What's happening?
Nothing. I look hideous, so don't even start ragging on me.
I'm not going to say nothing. What do you mean?
Okay.
So what's up? This is a long time coming.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I hope you were watching my last stream too, because I was very sincere. I was very sincere.
I saw
Don't
clips.
I don't want you to die, Katie. I really don't want you to die, for real. And I'm kind of well, not just me, but a lot of people, including me, are kind of worried. You know, just worried. As being an older person and looking at you as a younger person, I don't want you to waste your life. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to wish it on anybody. You might think I'm the most evil person ever, but I'm really
I do
not.
at times. Yeah,
I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not. I think people push me to that point. You know, you have to put you know how it is up here. We've done this a very long time. You got to put out. You can't show your weakness. You always got to stay strong. You can't show no weaknesses. You can't cry. You can't like get in your emotions. You got to have that stone face. You understand that? It's that. I mean, I've had to do that. You know, but I'm still a person. I mean, you realize you are 6 years older than my daughter.
Am
My
I
daughter,
really?
yes, my daughter's gonna be 30 in December, and you're 6 years older than my daughter. So I guess you, when you were
I
saying
know I've said
she's
some
old
mean
enough to be
shit.
my mama, she's old enough to be my mama. I guess I was, I could be, but you know,
I've said some mean shit just because I come from a hurt place. I just like I put on that tough act for so long, and then it wore me down. I said mean shit that I didn't mean. Anyone who knows me knows I didn't mean half of that. Any of the shit that I said. I just say it because I get my feelings hurt and I don't want to hurt somebody else back. You
I
know?
understand. I understand. You look. I tell you what, we are a lot alike in some aspects. I'm saying that for real because I would say stuff to cut you deep as I could, and in turn, you would do the same thing. And I get it. I think the problem was, you know, the family situation. Family should have been left out of it. You understand? And I don't know if you can understand that because you don't have kids and you don't have a husband. I'm not downing you, but you don't have a marriage or grandkids. And I understand you don't understand how I feel because you haven't experienced that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to look at that, but I'm here to tell you some of those things it hurts and it affects a lot of people, you know.
I didn't like when I was saying I didn't think that it would be like that deep, and then once you go that deep, like how do you even come back? You can't once you're
Right,
that, and
right. And
then
I
you're
mean,
fucked.
I heard you say several times, I'm sorry, whatever I did to everybody. But, I feel like until me and you could talk one on one like this, and I could hear you actually tell me that, then I could like let it go. I let it go the other night, because like I said, you're 6 years older than my daughter, so I have a teeny tiny soft spot for you, Katie, for real. And I don't know, it's like a big sister thing, maybe. I don't know how to understand. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you could go far. But I just want you to just lay off the drinking for a little bit.
I got a
You know,
problem. I got a
I
big
know,
fucking problem, and
I know you do.
I
I
don't
know
even
you
know
do.
what to do at this point.
Well,
It's
I
bad.
best advice. Look, I've been there, and not with alcohol, but I've been there. I did that all in my 20s. So when I was saying the other night, I wish you would go watch my stream so you can actually hear what I was saying. Um, because it was a very good stream, and it took, like I said, I cannot live with myself knowing that I have hate for you that night and I couldn't let that go. And then I could wake up the next morning and it'd be plastered all over YouTube that you're not here anymore. I wouldn't be able to have a good conscience knowing that I didn't make things right. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're going to die tomorrow, but sometimes you have to let things go. And I've realized that in the past like year, 2 years actually, you just got to let stuff go so you can be at peace and also maybe give somebody else some peace. Does that make sense?
Yeah, right. It does a lot of sense. I'm trying. I know. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, if I kept right on and right on and right on, I wasn't gonna have peace. You see what I'm saying? And that's not good for me or, you know, stuff that I want to venture out and do. And I know it's not good for you because you're wondering if I'm talking shit about you or if I'm dragging you or hating on you or, whatever. It's not good for anybody. So I just you know, a lot of people don't agree with me, but I had to like just let it all go and tell you, you know, if because everybody said you called CPS on me. I mean, you even said it, Katie. You even said it. So I mean,
Sometimes, well, shit. I can
I
tell
had to
you
let
right
it all
now,
go.
I may have said it. I've said a lot of things being drunk. And I've never, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do it. My worst enemy is Negs. I've never done it to him. Like, yeah, we all seen me say, he's across the street from whatever. I own it. I did.
Yeah.
I said
But when you sit there and you hear, okay, put yourself in my position, and when you were sitting there saying, yeah, I called CPS on you, da 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 da, and you're not going to see your granddaughter. So that in turn tells me, oh, so you really did that to me. You really did that to me over internet stuff, you know, and that's where all that hate come from. You could have trashed me, just me and you going at, you know, like looks or age or horror, drunk, whatever, crackhead, whatever. I could do that all day long, and I'm pretty sure you can too. And I know how it is when, okay, well, this ain't getting to her. Let me hit her a little bit lower and a little bit lower. And, you know, it's just nothing but a domino effect then, because we're just keep hitting lower and lower and lower at each other. And it could have been like over with in the beginning, you know?
I do know that. I feel like we could have actually been friends, but here's the thing. Okay, back the Drama Live days, you were fighting with these bigger people and whatever. So I was just nervous trying to grow. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
And I
didn't either. I just came in here. I just came in here.
So I was calling like thinking I was something, and I didn't know. And like, I would never try to ever. I don't try to come after anybody, and I wasn't trying to come after you. But you know, you were a big thing, and then I was a big thing, and we just kind of.
It was the clash of the blondes.
It was something.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It was the. Let's be honest, Katie. Let's be honest. It was the war of the blondes. This has been a war of the blondes for years. I can admit it, and you know you're gonna admit it.
All right, fine. There we go.
That's like it was, man.
It was just, it was so unnecessary. That was the thing. It was like, why are we even doing this the entire time? And I'm like,
I know. I mean, I think it was more. I didn't want you. Look, I was coming into y'all's territory. Somebody gave me a head. I was leaving over there with Troll Avenue and the Angry Grandpa community. I shut it all down and left. I said, I can't do that shit no more, because they were like real lifers, like really fucking around shit. I didn't want to be a part of that shit, you know? So I came over, somebody gave me a win and was like, you need to go check out this channel. They have like drama, da, 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 and it was you. And I think the first time I watched it was you and Sam. And then I actually came on your panel with Negs, remember? That was the first time.
Yeah.
You had me up there.
No, I remember you did come on there.
Yeah, and we had, you know, we were talking about where I came from and that drama over there. And then, so I basically like, come in here as a newbie, and I didn't want to like, well, you know, I'll say this. Look, you look for the bigger target to make your name. You know how the game is. You get in with the bigger person, the biggest person. You know how the game is. And so I thought we were all, you know, cool or whatever. And I think the whole Uber situation, you know.
For me, it was with when you and B went live and weren't saying names or anything. And I was like, remember that?
And that was me and Crystal. That was me and Pizza Girl, Crystal.
Oh, okay, Crystal. Why do I think B?
I was taking, I admit it. I admit it straight up. I was taking digs. I'm not even gonna lie. Everybody knew I was taking digs. Because you did that to Uber. I mean, you embarrassed her. You know? No, I love Uber. You embarrassed Uber. I had to take a stand, girl. You got to understand. You stood for your friends, right? You would do it, right? So I
get it.
And I didn't want to look like a punk bitch either. I had to go make my, you know.
You know what surprised me is like not too long ago, I was just fucking around on TikTok, and Uber lady popped up, and I started watching her. Yeah. And then not too long ago, she followed me. So
she's cool. Uber, I'm telling you, Uber's cool. I think it just made me so mad because you put her up there like a piece of meat, and then you get him out of here, You know, you remember that? If you done this, get him the fuck out of here. I was like, why did she do that? Now I got to say something.
I know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm made up with the dumbass, man. And then I look back at him like, why did I do that? And I can't even act like, I can't even acknowledge it, because if I do, then I'm going to look like I'm going to have to eat crow. I don't know. I'm crazy.
Well, look, I'm eating it right now. I'm eating it right now just being up here.
So am I. This is like.
You know what they're going to say now? Oh, my God. But, I mean, it's just like sometimes, how many years have we been doing this, Katie? And I'm telling you, when I flew to Louisville, I would have met and had this conversation with you. I would have had a legit woman-to-woman conversation with you and talked this out woman-to-woman in person.
If you would have came to me like this before, I would have been like, okay, then let's hang and whatever. But you know, with the whole Clara and all that, and she's saying this, and here it comes Sabbath. I was like, okay,
that was trolling you. Oh,
I kind of figured it.
Yeah, I never left Kentucky. I never left Louisville. I never left. I was trolling you the whole time.
I have a feeling.
I owed you, Katie. Look what you did to me. I owed you big, man. You got to take that. Come on now. You got to at least
I
admit I
did
got
though. I was like, well, roll up then. And she ran with it too. She was like, yeah, we're gonna roll up. Okay. Okay, Clara. Whatever. And then
I don't want to be involved in none of that stuff over there. You know, I'm pretty happy. I came this way and I went with these people. You know, I'm still rocking with the ship. We're always going to be together. We like on new stuff. We're trying to fight tragedy pimps over here, girl. That's what we're trying. People that are just begging for money over missing children. That's what I'm standing for now. You know, some of this drama is just petty, and I just have to let it go. You know, and I don't look. I want you to get yourself together for real. Look where you were a couple of years ago. You know, quit worrying about these men. Quit worrying about these men and get yourself. Work on yourself, okay? If I don't tell you nothing else, or you don't listen to nothing I say, work on yourself first. Fuck these men. Fuck all these other motherfuckers, and get your head right. And once you get your head right and get yourself together, you're gonna go far. Because you can talk. You trust me. You can talk. I told you that before. This heifer can talk. She's got that gift of talking. You talk for 11 hours one day. What the hell you got to say, girl?
That's how sad I am. No, talk for 11 hours. No one's talking back, but I'm talking.
I ain't even got that much to say. I can't even hardly do 2 hours, and I get bored. It's the ADD. I get bored. I don't have that much to say. My life ain't that exciting.
I get it. Yeah, I don't know. You're right. I'm going to, if nothing else, because of the I've got to. I know I have no other choice. This will be it for me if I don't.
Yeah. Have you still got that tube in?
Yep.
Careful. Just be careful. I mean, seriously. I don't hate anybody on this YouTube that much to want to wake up in the morning and hear the day have passed. I just don't want to do that. I'm not like that. I'm not that cold. You see what I'm saying? And if anybody up here feels that way about another person on the internet, then I think they have an issue.
I agree.
You just can't
even
hate
Ron.
somebody
Nobody wants to see his ass die either. You know?
No. I mean, I'm glad Ron has found somebody and they're happy because I do like Ron. I do like Clara. I'm keeping this separate from them. Okay, I don't want to intervene. This is what I'm doing now is between me and you, and it doesn't change the fact how I feel about them or how I like them. I don't want to get involved in all that bullshit. I've come just not to want to get in all the extra. You know what I'm saying? It's just old, man. It's just so old. I can't keep living in the past. You gotta start living forward because I'm telling you, time is flying. I just turned 48, Katie. 48.
That's not that old.
And that's crazy.
Nothing. That's nothing, no.
I know, but still, it's just like you wake up. I mean, I thought I would. Some days I feel like I'm still back in my 20s, and then I have to realize, oh my God, where did my life go? I mean, that's why I'm trying to tell people: don't spend so much time up here that you're missing out on your real life because time is flying. My granddaughter is 4 years old now. Look how time has flew. I mean, it's crazy.
I really feel what you're saying right now. Right. Mm-hmm. Just think about 6 years. We're still fighting. People are still fighting about the same shit from 6 years ago.
I can't do it. I mean, it's ridiculous.
No.
It's ridiculous. Neither. I mean, and I know the freaking internet is going to go fucking crazy because I'm up here with you right now, but it's just it's time to just let it go, and move on. See if we could just part ways, cordial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not tired of fighting hard at all. I apologize for anything that I've said or did because probably 95% I was a drunk dumbass. You know what I mean? I come from a very hurt place, and it was not on you or anyone. And I apologize. I do.
I really appreciate that. And anything that I said, I apologize as well if it hurt you in any kind of way.
I would totally let it go. Yeah, we're good.
Definitely.
Between me, I'm done.
Hey, this might start off a trend. Who knows?
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Let's just make a trend. Everybody just needs to kiss some makeup and be happy. Damn. I just went to Vegas. I heard you went to Vegas. When did you go to Vegas?
Like a year and a half ago. I got my channel shut down while I was there, though. But
you got what?
I got my channel shut down while I was there.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I can honestly tell you that I've not reported you in the past year. And I really never even long formed you. I think I reported a little flag a couple times, but I'm not the one that's been able to take your channel. I can swear on my daddy's grave right now. I've never received an email back saying I took anything from you, straight up.
I think
none of my shit goes through, for real. None of my shit goes through.
I talk big, but I'm just like sit there like, yeah, okay, here we go. But Jenny Gendron claims it, so whatever. Okay.
Well, she's my friend, and if you go watch that video, you'll hear me say, Katie, your channels are being taken because we're trying to help you. We want you to get off of here and get some help, and then come back. You can come back when you get straight. You see what I'm saying?
It's well, I mean,
I mean, you notice.
I just never do it, but I'm on like my 10,000 channel at this point.
Oh, I don't know who. I really don't know who took those. The first time, I really don't know who took those for real. I didn't have any. Jenny didn't do that. I think that was a mass thing when your ex showed his penis.
Oh.
Yeah, when that happened, I think your stuff got shut because he did show his dick. We all saw
Yeah, but that happened. Well, that happened, but then it was like a year later because I was hanging out with Carly, and here I am in Las Vegas. That was after him, so it was like a year after that.
Well, you know, it was COVID and everything had to catch up too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that might have had something to do with it. Where'd you stay out in Vegas?
The Harrison.
Harrison?
Well, okay, so we were at the Harris. Is it
Harris?
Harris?
Yeah, the Harris.
Okay, so we were at the Harris, and then he started gambling on like fucking, I don't know, right down in the main lobby, probably sports or whatever. He always betted on the sports shit. So then we got a night or two comp from the Bellagio because he had already had points, but he was a players club. So we did like 2 nights there, and then we went back to the Harris. I was so ready to go the fuck home after night 3.
Really?
Oh my God. I don't like Vegas like that. No.
You don't like it?
Mm.
Maybe, well, yeah, if you're a gambler, you really don't see anything, so.
Yeah, I didn't like gambling. I like drinking, but as long as you're feeding it, but I just didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to the beach.
Yeah, we stayed at Planet Hollywood. Did you go to Fremont Street?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun, though. Fremont Street was a blast.
That was fun. Yeah, and the heartbreak, all of that, but on the show, everything's expensive. And
oh, yeah. Oh, yes, it was.
I'd rather be at the beach.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I did miss the beach. Because, you know, I'm on East Coast. So I'm like 2 hours from the beach. So it was like weird out there. Everything's green here and everything out there was like dry and desert looking, you know?
Yep.
It was just depressing to me. It was hot. Well, actually, we got the week that it was like under record highs or whatever. We only got in the 90s. So we had a good week. So yeah, it was fun. It was an experience. I'd go back. I'd go back with a group of girls. I would go back with a group of girls next time. Leave the men at home. Then I can go wild.
I don't even even that. I'd rather go to the beach again. Like even that. Yeah. I even went to the Hoover Dam and all that. Okay, I've seen it. Great. No, yeah, I don't want to go back. That's it for me.
Yeah, we went. See, that's how my husband. That's how Joey is. He likes that history stuff, the main attraction stuff. I was like, let's go to the Mob Museum. I want to see the Mob Museum. I love the Mob. I've seen all those movies, all the documentaries on the Mob people. I love those. I love that era. You know.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to the Hoover Dam, and I was like, okay, we're here. Can we get back in the car and leave now? I've seen it. It's a dam. Let's go. I'm done. Give me back to the lights. I want to go to the lights and the party. Okay.
Exactly. But then it gets expensive too in Vegas. Like every drink, $15, $20 fucking dollars. Are you kidding me?
I know. I drink Jack and Coke. So you can imagine how much that was. Jack and Coke ran me, it was $20, and Joe got a beer, and our total with tip was like $45.
Yeah.
For 2 drinks. I went and got me a case of White Claws and said, fuck that shit. I sure did.
Yeah, it's so expensive. Like, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. Like, maybe a day or two, but we stayed too long. I was ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was about ready to go about Thursday. We stayed from Sunday. We got in at Sunday morning and left out Friday night. So I was ready to go about Thursday. We went out to the White Chapel and renewed our vows. 25 years, Katie. I've been married 25 years. Can you believe that?
No.
That's over half of what your age.
I know.
Damn, I'm an old ass.
I can't even get a boyfriend to last. Well, Doug, he was around. But
you just got to find the right one.
And I'm trying. I honestly think I probably found it and fucked it up. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosie, 25 years with that old man. We got married when we were 23. 23 years old. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that?
Good on you, yeah.
I had Miranda when I was 18. I had Jordan when I was 21, and then we got married when I was 23 when he got out. So
you've been together this whole time?
Yeah, we've been together this whole time. Never separated. Nothing.
Oh my God.
I think it was because he is a West Coast boy and I'm an East Coast girl because he's originally from another country, El Salvador, but he grew up in Oregon. So he grew up West Coast and I grew up East Coast. I don't know if that has something to do too. Opposites attract. That's all I gotta say. You gotta find somebody that's the opposite of you, and it will always work out. Trust me. You can never be with somebody that's just like you, and it'll never work out. That's my best advice.
I gotta get with Doug.
Yep. Yep. You have
No
to be
one
with
will ever
somebody
be
the opposite.
better for me than Doug.
Because if you go with your opposite, it balances everything out. It's a balance. Because you see Joe, he's not up here in this shit. He's always laid back. You know, you'll see him time to time. You know, you'll hear him every now and then, but he's never in this shit. I'm the loudmouth. I'm the loudmouth in your face, ready to fight, ready to, you know, kick somebody's ass. But he's the laid back one. So it's always opposites attract, and they always balance out. That's your best bet. Always go for opposite. Because you'll never go with somebody that's like you, because you're always going to be competing. That makes sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And
always
then,
yeah.
that's like with. Did you see that whole orange debacle?
Yeah, I saw that. I knew he wasn't going to last. I knew he wasn't going to last because number one, he was trying to change you for one. He was trying to make you somebody you're not.
Right, and he thought that he had so much control and all this shit.
Yeah, you don't want to be controlled. Somebody, see, you are a lot like me because you don't like to be controlled or told what to do. So you're not going to go with somebody that's going to try to rein you in. But in turn, like Joseph, it's not like he will control me. He's like, he gives me advice. He's like, you shouldn't say that or something like that. It's not like, you better not say that. He says, maybe you shouldn't say that. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a controlling thing. It's like an advice thing. He's trying to help you instead of telling you what to do. I've learned that too.
That's like,
it took a lot. It took a lot of years.
that reminds me of that. Like, that would be like, I don't think you should say that. And opposite, I have a motherfucker that says, don't fucking say that. How am I going to take it? You know what I mean?
See, I thought you and Doug would be, y'all were the right fit because he kind of balanced you out. He kind of, but you have to let him be the man sometimes too, Katie. You know, you have to let him be the man sometimes. You got to listen to him sometimes. Let him be the man in the situation. You know.
Yeah, but I think I done fucked that up because he's already moved on. He's got a new girlfriend. He's very serious with her. So.
Well, you never know. You never know. You never know what happened for real. But I'm gonna jump off here because I was supposed to go to bed an hour ago. But anyway,
I'm so glad that you came up here.
Yes, I kind of am too. We finally got to talk it out and, you know, see how each of us was coming, what we were coming from. I hope you remember this tomorrow, Katie.
I'm gonna remember it.
Okay.
How could you forget something like this?
Okay, I hope you do.
I'm gonna remember it.
I just want you to get yourself together, please. And, you know, hit me up on my email. It's on my about page. If you just want to talk, if I can help you out, you know, because I don't want you to die, girl, for real. You're too young for that shit. You're too young for that shit. You got a whole life. You're just in a bump right now. And I say that because I know how that was. I've done that in my 20s. I've been to rehab. I had a problem. I beat all that shit, you know. I'm not going to tell you. You ain't going to want to hear the reason why, you know. But just say I met somebody and I got pregnant and that was my saving grace.
And that's what saved you?
Yep. Never touched it again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Never. I just laid it right down. Never touched it. Because I knew I had something better waiting for me, you know.
Well, I need to find that.
Yeah. But anyway, I hope you do good. And we're okay. We're fine. We're got no problems. If you need me, reach out to me. I'll talk to you.
All right. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. That really just happened. Just taking that.